Capcom, Capcom, Capcom. You love to make me happy and then you love to make me mad the next day. What has Capcom done to piss me off this time? Well, it's something pretty stupid, of course. Xbox Games Pass and Games with Gold gets new game additions for the month of September. Which one is the winner? A strange game is sitting atop of the Japanese sales charts right now that has no business being on top of the Japanese sales charts. What is it and why is this game perplexing me so much? And there's a whole bunch of Nintendo Switch news, from a new bundle to new features coming to the system that are heavily rumored that could be coming very soon. All that and much more in the Friday, August 31st edition of RGT News. Let's go!
RGT News coming at you right now. Woo! RGT 85 coming to you with the freshest video game news. Now take it away.
So a couple weeks ago on the channel, we talked about on RGT News a strange Nintendo Switch bundle that popped up in Italy, saying that it was including Fortnite in this Nintendo Switch bundle, and it was pretty much on the advertising for the outside of the box for it, and a lot of people were stumped by that. They didn't really understand it, myself included. But this next bundle that has been leaked is definitely something that I think a lot of us were expecting to see. Obviously, Smash Brothers is going to be a huge game for the Nintendo Switch when it comes out this December, and a lot of people were wondering what we would see from Nintendo with this. Of course, we are getting a Steelbook and Pro Controller bundle that will be coming to Smash Brothers for the Nintendo Switch, like we talked about on Wednesday's edition of RGT News. But now another bundle has leaked, and this is actually a system bundle. This leak is coming to us from France, from a French publication. Basically, this is some advertising for upcoming Switch bundles that has been leaked. It looks pretty legit to me. I'm confident enough that we will probably see this at least in some regions. It remains to be seen if this will come out in North America, but I think it would be smart. But yes, it does look like the Nintendo Switch will be getting a Smash Brothers bundle, and it actually looks pretty cool, honestly. It's coming with a Smash Brothers themed dock that I think looks really nice. That's one thing that Nintendo really hasn't done anything with, or sort of custom docks, and I think that's a really good market for them. So this dock looks really cool. It looks like it's going to have Smash Brothers themed Joy-Cons as well. Once again, same style that we see in the Nintendo Switch dock for this, but once again, I think it looks pretty cool. It definitely sets it apart, and then more than likely this game will, or this bundle will include a digital download of the game, as we have seen with previous Nintendo Switch bundles. But I think this is a very smart decision by Nintendo. I really thought that we would see something with Pokemon as well. It doesn't look like Nintendo is going to do that, but you know, whatever. I guess Smash Brothers is something that they are more focused on right now than Pokemon Let's Go. Maybe next year with the mainline Pokemon game coming to the Nintendo Switch, they will do a Pokemon bundle with that. But I think this bundle looks really cool. I'm really curious to see if it's going to be coming out in all regions. I know Europe has gotten different bundles than North America has gotten, so I'm really curious to see how this does and how this performs. I think a lot of people will be picking up Smash Brothers for the Switch, and I think a lot of people will be picking up a Nintendo Switch just for Smash Brothers. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think of this bundle, and do you plan on picking one of these up? A mere few days ago, Capcom made me very happy with Onimusha Warlords coming out for the PS4, the Xbox One, and the Nintendo Switch, and Steam. Onimusha is a definitely highly underrated series. I actually looked through my PS2 collection after I made my video, and I still have Onimusha 3. I don't have the first two though, so I might have to end up picking those up again, but of course I will be picking up Onimusha Warlords when it comes out for the Nintendo Switch this January, because I like picking up third-party games on my Switch. It's fun to play these games on the go. But Capcom, what are you doing? What in the hell are you doing? Once again, the Nintendo Switch version of a Capcom third-party multi-platform release is getting a weird thing. And the Nintendo Switch version of the game will not be released physically in North America, but it will be released physically from the PS4 and the Xbox One. And I'm sitting here like, why? Why would you not do this? Why is Capcom of America, Capcom USA, so damn cheap? Because Capcom of Japan is actually doing a physical version of this game for the Nintendo Switch. And what's strange is the Nintendo Switch, or actually all versions, come out in Japan in December, on December 20th. So there is the chance that it will have English language in the game, as we saw with games like Okami. And Okami HD did get a physical release in Japan as well. So if this gets a physical release in Japan, which it will be, and it has English, I definitely will be importing this. It comes out a month sooner in Japan than it does here, so you could actually just access your Japanese eShop account and download it from Japan, or if you want to get the physical version from Japan, you could do that as well. But it just, it pisses me off that I have to jump through all these hoops in order to get a physical edition of this game. Capcom, stop being cheap, stop being stupid, and just release the damn thing. NBA 2K19 is one of my most anticipated games of the month of September because I love basketball. It is the one sport that I continually follow. It is the one sport that I absolutely love. So I've definitely had my eye on NBA 2K19. Now, NBA 2K19 unveiled the new neighborhood mode that will be in this game. And honestly, it looks kind of cool. There's obviously some street ball elements going on here, some 3-on-3. It'll definitely tie in with the single player aspect of the game. But really, I don't play these things for those sorts of modes. And it's weird because I know a lot of people are definitely into the my player aspect of NBA 2K. It's definitely, you know, everyone's VC grinding and trying to get their character to be so good. But I just play it for like season mode and, you know, exhibition modes and playing games online with actual NBA teams. I've never really gotten into this mode. It does look cool. Maybe I will dabble in it when I pick up NBA 2K19 when it comes out on September 11th. But honestly, I don't know. I don't really care about this, but I figured some of you guys that are hoop fans might be interested to see some of this gameplay footage. Let me know in the comments section down below what you think of it. Yesterday, we made a video talking about Xbox All Access, which is a new program coming out from Xbox that will allow you to essentially rent to own an Xbox One S or an Xbox One X for a low monthly fee. And you also get 2 years of Xbox Gold and 2 years of Xbox Game Pass. And for a while now, we've been looking at the games that have come out with Xbox Games with Gold and the Xbox Game Pass, and we sort of see a correlation that definitely Game Pass seems to have been stronger, and it seems like they're sort of shying away from hitting with big blockbuster releases on Xbox Games with Gold, possibly to sort of push people to get Xbox Game Pass. Well, another month of September is of course coming up very soon, and both the Xbox Games with Gold and Xbox Game Pass games have been revealed for the month of September, and really it's an absolute landslide as to what is better. Let's look at Xbox Games with Gold first, however. You will be able to get Prison Architect and Livelock, which are two Xbox One indie games. You'll also be able to get Lego Star Wars 3 and Monster Hunter World Collection with Xbox Games with Gold. Of course, these games will all be available to you for free. So, you know, Monster Hunter or Monster World Collection is actually pretty cool. You know, it's the old Monster World Sega game, so I do like that. I think it's only like $5 or $10 if you buy it on the Xbox One right now, though, so it's not like it's a huge saving. The other three games I could definitely live without. You know, there's no big blockbuster games in there. But then when you look at Xbox Game Pass for the month of September, it's like, holy crap, they're dropping some big games on here. On September 1st, you'll be able to have access to the Halo Master Chief Collection. You can also get Quantum Break, Aven Colony, Shadow Warrior 1, Snake Pass, Guyana Sisters Twisted Dreams, Manual Samuel, Skyforce Reloaded, and Inner Space. So even taking away, you know, all of the indie games, and there are some good indie games in there. Snake Pass was a game that I really loved on the Nintendo Switch, even though it looked pretty blurry in handheld mode. So I probably will download the Xbox One version of this game to check that out. But Master Chief Collection and Quantum Break is a super underrated game. I really enjoyed my playthrough and my time of that game. So you could definitely see that Xbox Games with Gold is sort of being phased out in some sort of way. I don't think Microsoft will ever admit that, but Game Pass is obviously what they're looking towards in the future when it comes to releasing games on their platform as far as digitally for people to get with a subscription service. It's pretty crazy to see just how different Xbox Game Pass is than Games with Gold for the month of September, but here it is. Obviously, Game Pass is definitely winning. Let me know what you think of the Game Pass lineup and the Xbox Games with Gold lineup in the comments section down below. One thing I don't talk about all that much on this channel are Japanese sales figures. I don't live in Japan, so I don't really have any sort of connection with these sales figures. Sometimes it's interesting to see how the Switch and the PS4 are doing, or how bad the Xbox One is doing in Japan, but game sales usually doesn't have that much of an impact on me. Sometimes I do look at the charts though, and I decided to look at the charts for this past week of August 20th through the 26th to see what the top selling game in Japan was. And it is a game that's just, I don't understand this. It's the most bizarre thing in the world. You might remember a couple months ago on the channel, we took a look at a game called Conan Exiles, which was just a very broken sort of open world game where you just do whatever you want and you can adjust the size of your wang and stuff like that. Just a really weird game that I just found a lot of bugs in. I did not have a good time when I was playing it, and I think a lot of people also agreed with me. It definitely wasn't a game that had a lot of polish and seemed like a great game. And considering this is a North American game, usually Japanese games tend to sell better in Japan. That's just the way it is. But Conan Exiles for the PS4 is the #1 selling game in Japan right now for last week, and it is absolutely blowing my mind. I do not know what's going on. I do not know why the Japanese audience is so into Conan Exiles. If you are a viewer from Japan, let me know if maybe there was a bunch of marketing for this game, or if I missed something, they were giving this game away for like $1, because this game should not be on the top of any sales charts. And the fact that it's on top of the Japanese sales charts, well, it just has me scratching my head. And finally, we have a massive Nintendo Switch rumor going on that will supposedly transform the Nintendo Switch, change up a lot of things, and make a lot of things better. Now, a lot of people are talking about Nintendo Switch Firmware 6.0, and this has been leaked by data miners who basically look at different things going on with the Nintendo Switch. They have access to all these hacking things and whatnot. They really look at those things to see what sort of provisions will be made in the world of hacking, homebrew, and things like that. But you do find additional things in there, and supposedly some data miners have found some information on Nintendo Switch Firmware 6.0, and I think it makes sense for a new firmware to be coming out, especially with Nintendo's online service. Nintendo actually has a big downtime for the online services for the Nintendo Switch coming up very soon, so more than likely this will probably be happening in the month of September, another big update. Now, what the update will entail, we are basically just looking at rumors right now, but one of the biggest things that is being mentioned is the messaging system. Supposedly they will be implementing a messaging system finally into the Nintendo Switch. It only took, a year and a half, and, it'll probably be somewhat limited, but hey, at least something will be coming with the messaging system, so hopefully that rumor does pan out. It also looks like there's going to be 2 web applets. Nobody really knows what those are going to entail. Is it going to be something like Netflix and YouTube? Nobody really knows. I think we are due for something like that. It's definitely a system that needs some apps, I feel, to really beef it out. I would love to be able to watch Netflix and YouTube on my Nintendo Switch, and then you could watch me on your Nintendo Switch, and that would be super cool. Another thing that is supposedly coming is themes, and some people are saying that more themes will be added to the Nintendo Switch, more customization, and that would be cool as well. Little things like this really do add up though, and that really would sort of transform the Nintendo Switch. Will there be, other sorts of things with the interface, maybe an eShop update to find games easier? It really remains to be seen, but it does look like Nintendo Switch Firmware 6.0 is coming out this month. I'm also hearing rumors about a Direct coming this month from some supposedly really good sources, so this could be a very interesting month for the Nintendo Switch owners. September is quickly heating up and could be a huge month for the Nintendo Switch. Alright, and that is going to do it for the Friday, August 31st edition of RGT News. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you made it to the end of this video, I do want to let you guys know I am giving away a copy of Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate on the Nintendo Switch. Be sure to look for the pinned comment in the comment section down below to enter. It is very easy to enter, and I highly suggest you enter because I absolutely love that game. I did a review on it. Make sure you guys go check out that review. Let me know what you think of all the news in the comment section down below, and as always, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Later.